Hey y'all, happy Monday. It is the last day of January, thank goodness. We're one step closer to spring. But because it's the end of the month and right before the beginning of the month, that means I have a lot of work to do today for resources. I need to photograph several things. I need to update one thing. I need to finish one thing. There's a lot of Teachers Pay Teachers work going on today, so I thought that would be a good time to show y'all kind of what goes into creating a product, the different stages of it anyways. I do have a new, I've got 2 new assignments for classes, but I try to either start those at the beginning of the week and knock them out early, or push them back and put them off until the end of the week. But I'm not going to start that today because, like I said, there's a lot going on with TBT and creating products and getting things ready for that. So lots to do on that front this morning. I'm here in my office. I was gonna say it's changed a lot since I last showed y'all, but actually of all of the rooms that I have changed since I vlogged last year, it has consistently stayed the same. I added a new rug, which makes this space look different. There's also another bookshelf right here, and I want to show all of that to y'all because I really am happy with how this space looks. This is my favorite space in the whole entire house. It's also the smallest room in the whole entire house, which is just a whole other story. I don't know if I'll get to that today or in this vlog, because depending on time it may have to be on the next vlog. But I do want to show y'all my little library because it's just my favorite space. Lots going on today. I am going to start working here in just a minute. I need to kind of clean off my desk. I may share that with y'all, although the desk is kind of looking a little worse for the wear right now, but I'll try and share that. I have a lot of books that I need to photograph different things for. These are the book club picks for February, and I just have photographed those, and I've got to get all of that situated. Then the rest of the stuff is just a mess that needs to be fixed. So I'm going to start cleaning up so that I can get to work, and I will take you guys along.
Feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else.
Okay, so the desk is clean and organized somewhat. It looks better than it did, so now I'm ready to get to work. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to work on this morning is my grammar files for lower elementary, the February edition. I started creating these back in 2020, I think the year the pandemic hit. I was creating these, and then last year I had intentions to make them every month, and that didn't happen because the year was just so overwhelming and so busy. So I'm trying to do that this school year, and I think that I'll catch back up next month. I think I've already got March done, so the February ones I think will be my last set. I think I'm going to work on those. I've already got, I started working on this last week. I think I've got half of the unit done, and I have to go back and do the answer keys. That's what I'm looking, y'all, about my computer is behind y'all, so I'm looking at that, and I think it's the answer keys that I have to do, and then the unit will be ready to be photographed. I meant to get this up Friday because I know a lot of people need to prep before the actual beginning of the month, but I had a huge research paper due, and it took all of last week to get that done, so I'm running a little bit behind, but we're gonna get there. So I have done the answer keys on paper. Like, this is how I make sure that everything lines up and everything works. So I've already done all of these on paper. Now all I have to do is put them in the unit and go ahead and color coordinate everything. So I've got the set done where, like, I've got everything underlined that needs to be. So now all I have to do is go into the the answer key part, and then like color coordinate everything so that you can have an answer key to check yourself. So that's what I'm going to get started on right now, and then we'll be ready to photograph, which is one of my favorite parts of the unit because that means it's almost done. I'm gonna try and set y'all up a little bit closer so that you can see the screen this time, so that you can see the papers that I'm working with, and then the screen, maybe you can see it a little bit better. So here we go. Round 2 starts now.
We say we love, we say we love. We gave it all, we gave it all. We say we love, we say we love. But we were just innocent until something better came along.
Okay, so now the unit is finished. All I have to do is print it and then photograph it, and then we're finished. But I'm going to do all of that after I take a little break because I have not had a mid-morning snack and I have not eaten since I got up this morning. So I'm getting a little hungry. So I'm going to take a little break first, and while I eat I'm going to do a little reading. So let me share what I'm reading because it's so good. It's Never Saw Her Coming, Never Saw Me Coming. It's a thriller. I've been chatting about it on my book account, so I won't tell you about it right here in case you're not a big reader. But if you are interested in books and like mystery thrillers, then I will link my book account down below. This one is so good. I'm loving it. I'm only about 100 pages in, but I'm trying to sneak in little reading breaks as much as I can because it's so good. So I'm going to do that, have a snack, have probably a cup of coffee, and then I will check back in with you guys when I'm doing the photographing for this unit, and then we'll be finished with it. And all of this will get done before the morning is over, and then I'll have to move on to another unit. But lots of things being accomplished today. Okay, so I've just had my snack. I decided to wait on the coffee and have coffee this afternoon when I can enjoy it a little bit more after I get a couple more things done. So now I'm going to set up everything for the photograph for this unit. So since this one is a February resource, those are very easy for me to stage because pink is the color that you think about, or that I think about when it comes to February, and y'all know my love of pink. So I've got tons of stuff to work with. For this one, because it's just a real quick one shot of the sheets, like I don't have to, you know, put it on a whiteboard or put it with other like anchor charts or anything like that. It's just going to be a real small area. So I'm going to use just a pink cardigan, if I can get it with one hand, that I keep on the back of my chair. I'm just going to use this in the side of it just to give it a little bit of pink, a little pop of pink. And then I'm going to use this rug. Let me share this with y'all. I'm not going to share the whole rug because I want y'all to see it when the room is actually cleaned. But this is my new rug that I got for the space. And you can see that it's got these little pink flowers. It also has red, and I don't love how those photograph, so I try to get just the pink ones. So I photograph over here most of the time, and then sometimes I photograph here and here, although I don't like that orangey color, so that's not a great one. And then I photograph here too. So I love this rug, but there are parts of it that don't photograph as well as I would like, or it doesn't go with my color scheme. So I have to be selective in the areas that I photograph with it. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this up, and I'll share how the photo turns out. Hopefully it'll turn out good after I get it edited and all that.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know.
Okay, so it's time to now hopefully edit a couple and see what we're working with. So I'll share with y'all what the final result looks like. I usually use Afterlife. I've downloaded Lightroom. I don't like it as well though. It's got some presets in it that are pretty good, that I use for my book account, but I just like being able to control the brightness and the aperture and the contrast and the saturation and all that, and I just have always used Afterlife, so that's the one that I normally stick with. So let's hopefully see if we got one and that it turns out okay. I'll try to do this on camera so that y'all can see. I'm sure there's a better way to set this up, but who knows what that is. So I'll just take y'all along and let you see from this angle. It'll work.
Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one.
Okay, so I have two that I ended up going with. So this one and then this one. I think I'm going to end up putting this one in the unit and this one for Instagram. I like it just a little bit better, although that one did turn out well. I think this was the last one I took and this one was the first one, which it always ends up doing that. I always end up going with the very first one and then the very last one, it seems like. But they were both turned out well, but I think I like this one. So I'm going to put this in the unit and then I will show you guys the final product.
Just give me one more talking to you, and here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in, so give me a sign.
Okay, so here's how it looks in the resource. In this particular resource, the grammar files, that's the only photo I have, so there's not a whole lot of photographing. It's just very simple. Other units like my guided read alouds, those have like 4 or 5, even sometimes 6 photos, and that is a little bit more time consuming. This one just has the one, so it was a very easy one to knock out. I can cross this off the list. So now I need to move on to the email warm-ups and get all of that changed out. All of those last week, so there's no computer work with that. I'm at the photographing stage there. That one is a little harder to set up because it's meant to like be displayed in a classroom, and so I can't really do a flat lay. I have before, but they don't really make sense. So I'm going to try and stage it on a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard set up in my garage with like border and charts on it and things. So I'm going to try and set that up, but I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully it'll work. So I need to tackle that. There's lots to do today, but I am slowly chipping away at the list. I'm trying to keep that in mind. So things are getting done. We're not going at lightning speed, but things are getting done.
Remember when you said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others, fight and hurt each other. Not us. But we let each other down, yeah. Yeah, we let each other down, yeah. But we let each other down, yeah. Yeah, we let each other down, yeah. This shouldn't be us. Why can't it be us? The way to call them. We weren't supposed to break up. It's too late to make up. To with my heart. No, this should not be us. Not be us. Not be us. This should not be us. Not be us. Not be
Okay, so I've gotten several more things done. I finished the email warm-ups that are now called the question of the day warm-ups. Those just need to be edited and then I'll upload them. Technically, I could go ahead and upload them because it's just a revision and pretty much everything has already been edited, but anytime I do any sort of updates, I just like to go back over the product one more time. So I'm going to do that. Then I've got to do a final edit for the grammar files that we did this morning, and those will be ready. So those two things are almost ready to go. So now the last thing that I have to do today is to photograph the February reading challenge. I have been doing a horrible job of remembering to photograph the monthly reading challenge and share about it. I think I did it the last time in October. I think I missed November, December, and January. So I'm going to try and get better about doing that. So I've got the pink cardigan that I used this morning. I'm going to use it again. And I didn't want to use the rug as the background again because I've already done that. So I wanted something lighter, and I don't have anything but this sweatshirt that has True Beverly Hills on it. So I'm just going to turn it around and use the back side. And I think pairing it with the darker pink will be pretty. And then I have some Hershey Kisses in the Valentine's Day colors. So I think those will work. And then I've got the actual, if I can get it right here, I've got the actual product that I need. I just keep them in a notebook, and it has all of the months. So I need to go through and pull the ones for February. So I've got my stuff that I'm working with. Let's see if we can pull together a photo. Before I forget and I get busy doing all of that with photographing, I wanted to share a new wax melt that my mom picked up for me. She went to the grocery store for me this morning. I hate to go to the grocery store, so she does that for me. And she picked me up a new wax melt. She got it at Walmart. It's the Better Homes and Garden Apple Blossom and Freesia. I have never smelled this one, but it smells so good. Going in the warmer right here, it smells so good, which this is a small room anyways, so pretty much anything you put in here you can smell, but this one is one of my new favorites. So if you're in the market for a new scent, especially right now, because it's hard to find a good scent for right now because it's not quite spring yet, but you know, you don't want to do pine anymore. This one's a really good one. It's one of my new favorites.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going.